24th of November, 1975, 11:47 p.m. in one of the provinces in the Philippines. The memories, the experience, it still terrifies me up to this day. I still remember the coldness of the night, the adrenaline rushing through my veins, all the sweat dripping from my face as I ran from this creature who tried to eat my insides. Though it's been decades, I still fear the night and always tell my grandchildren not to go out when the sun goes down. Electricity wasn't a thing before, so we only have our lanterns to light our path in the darkness of the night. Sometimes we hear screams and sounds of guts ripping from the forest nearby. My father always tells us not to go out, but as a rebellious teenager, I didn't listen. I still got out, trying to prove that all of those weren't real, and just a telltale story to scare us not to go outside at night. So I brought my lantern with me, sneaked out of the house, and walked outside. I was a bit scared, to be honest, but my ego won't let me go home without proving something. I walked until I reached the river. Unfortunately, my lantern was about to run out of oil, so I called it quits and turned around to go home. But then, I heard someone screeching coming from the other side of the river. It was so loud that it almost felt like my eardrums were about to explode. I shone my lantern to the direction where I heard the scream. "There's nothing there," I said to myself. Confused with what had happened, I turned around and was completely horrified to the core. I tried to run, but my legs felt like jelly and I just fell to the ground. Everything my father said was true. I thought while I was looking at this heinous creature straight to the eye. Do not go outside at night. There's a creature lurking around in the darkness, trying to eat the insides of its victims. It's called Aswang. I remembered everything my father said to me as I crawled back from this Aswang. Out of fear, I threw the lantern at the Aswang and the remaining oil spilled on its body, setting its body on fire. I didn't hesitate and got the courage to run as fast as I could. If I just listened to my father, and if this will not happen, I said to myself while running away from the Aswang. Since I got scared and ran off blindly, I was lost in the forest trying to escape the Aswang. It's already 2 a.m. by now, and I'm still wandering around. I tried to hide behind the tree, thinking that it might pass over me. Yet again, when I turn around, the Aswang is already behind me. I pushed it so hard that we both fell to the ground. The Aswang still has some burn marks from the lantern, so I know it's still the same Aswang that I encountered. I ran until I ended up in the main road. Luckily, there's a truck passing by, so I stopped the truck and shouted for help. The truck driver saw me full of dirt and scratches and was concerned. He helped me by letting me get into his truck as I saw the Aswang lurking in the shadows, growling. Then we heard a loud screech from the forest as we headed our way. I think I might be its first meal of the day, and I got away. It must be pretty angry. The morning came, and I got home thanks to the truck driver. My mother and my father were pretty mad at me for not listening to them, especially my father. I got scolded for the whole day, and I know I was wrong, and I should have listened to my father. As we are about to eat our dinner, my father sat down looking really uncomfortable. I stared at him wondering what was happening. Then I saw it. The Aswang has a burn mark on its neck due to the lantern's oil spilling all over it. And my father has the same burn marks on his neck. I was in shock thinking that my father might be the Aswang. Then he saw me staring at him. He held my hand as we pray. We closed our eyes as the prayer started. And in my curiosity, I opened my eyes to see what my father was doing. My heart stopped for a bit as he was looking directly at me with his eyes all red, whispering, "Maybe I'm gonna lose a son after all."